Dennis Frank.
929-221-4646. I have my business card also in the back, and if anybody wants to approach me, feel free.
I got one more. How does a qualified organization go about becoming a provider of the mediation services that you're saying you provide?
Way above my pay grade, brother. Way above. But I'll tell you what.
I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Young lady here.
Yes.
Yeah, just on the child support, when they get rid of, right, the child support when the forgiveness,
Right.
how exactly does that work? So you're saying like the government or somebody or some organization will pay the debt of the father who owes the child support? Or you're saying they're just going to forgive the debt and the child gets nothing? How does that work?
Okay. To be specific, all right. Most of the debt that our agency can forgive is for that child who's been on public assistance. Right? Public assistance is a federal grant. The state gets a federal block grant each year from the federal government to distribute public assistance. What we've done is we've taken, like I said, people that fall behind on hard times. If their income is below a certain level, and they can remove it, and that's the key to our program. And just going there with a song and dancing that you have a hardship is based upon documentation, right? Because in order for us to relieve you or waive some of that debt, it's a legal process also, right? Because most of the arrears that have been accumulated is taxpayer money. Uncle Sam wants proof, you know, that's the bottom line. But we can do it, but we have to get documentation supporting documentation from those non-custodial parents. So like I said, most of that debt is tied to public assistance grants, and we can help waive that. In some cases, everything up to $500. I had one instance where a brother got released from Rikers Island, and he owed $181,000 worth of child support debt. He was incarcerated for about 10 years. What we were able to do at the end of the day was he only had to pay $1,000 back. And the reason that I liked that program was because imagine just coming out 10 years from prison, trying to get a job, support yourself, and having a $181,000 debt. There's no way you're going to climb that mountain and maintain quality of life for yourself.
No.
So like I said, the good thing about it is, if he only paid $1,000, he's caught up. You know, he doesn't have to worry about, you know, paying a lifetime of child support and not being able to maintain
And that reduces recidivism.
Yes, of course, of course. Of course it does. Because, and another thing, it keeps people working on the books. Right. Not off the books. Right? On the books. And that's the key, because when you get older, the more you put into Social Security, the more you get back when you retire. If you put nothing into it, you're not going to get anything out of it. You know? Yes, bro.
Oftentimes, fathers think that child support and visitation go hand in hand. Can you speak to that?
Okay. That's a good question. Child support is not tied to visitation. All right? Family court sees three types of cases. It's child support, custody, and visitation. Those are the three types. Okay? Now, normally what I recommend, if you're paying child support, if you get a lawyer, that's fine. But pretty much we do workshops that will tell you how much you pay and how much you're going to pay. All right? So with child support, you're also going to see a support magistrate. You're not going to see a family court judge. With visitation and custody, you're probably going to need a lawyer. It's going to cost you a little bit of money, or you can request what they call either an 18A or 18B lawyer. Yeah, 18B lawyer, and that's from a pool of lawyers. And like I said, custody and visitation, you're going to see a family court judge. You're not going to see a support magistrate. Different levels of legal. Okay? Any other questions? Yes, brother.
Like if you like make a certain amount of money, how would they make it as a child support? When you make not as much to pay, how much you going to get to pay?
All right. All right. As I said before, you're going to see a support magistrate, and pretty much I'll just go over it real quick. The amount you pay for child support is based upon thing we call the adjusted gross income. Now, your adjusted gross income is based on your average salary, right? Minus federal tax, state tax, city tax, and FICA. Once those three deductions are taken out, everything else is called your adjusted gross income. You have one child, one mother, 17%. Bottom line, can't get around it. I don't care if you live in Bangor, Maine, Miami, Florida, it's 17%, right? 2 children, same mother, 25%. 3 children, 29. 4, 31. 5 or more, 35%. 5 or more, 35%. Now, if you got 1 child by 1 parent over here, 1 child by another parent over there, it's 17 and 17. It's not 25, right? 25 would be for 2 children, same household. Same household. That's the key, okay? So it could be 17, 17, 17, 17 if you got them all over around the world, right? Right, so that's the key. But as I said before, what they do is based upon those percentages that I just mentioned. Now, I can tell you this, right? Child support tells you the minimum you have to pay on those percentages. Now, do our kids need more money during their birthdays? Pretty much. During the holidays? Yeah. Graduation? Yeah. Right? Going back to school? Pretty much, right? So don't get fixed on how much you have to pay, right? Because there's some fathers who can't afford anything. Or some mothers who can't afford anything, right? What we would rather see too is people spend time with your children.
There you go.
But you spend time, I'm gonna tell you, taking your child to the park, don't cost you nothing. Picking your child up from school, don't cost you nothing. Taking your child to the library, don't cost you nothing. Right? You know, so time is worth something too. Don't get stuck on the financial responsibility. Right? Spend time with your kids. Spend time with your kids.
I just want to add one thing to that. As a father or a parent, you don't have to be a super parent. You just got to be there.
Oh, well, that's
It don't come with
accessibility. I always preach, and I shouldn't say that. Accessibility